Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be an improvement season update. I'm so excited to share with you guys what's been going on because we're at the half-year mark, 6 months into my improvement season, and I cannot believe that time is flying by so quickly. This is insane. If you're new here, welcome. Basically, if you have no idea what an improvement season is, I am a professional IFBB competitor and my category is the bikini category, and we basically have prep seasons and improvement seasons or off seasons, whatever you want to call it. But basically we do this in order to prep to get on stage and compete in a bodybuilding competition, and then we have some time off to kind of like work on our physique, improve our physique for next time that we decide to diet down, go through a fat loss phase to get on stage. Improvement season is where champions are made, and it's so important. So I'm here to share what's been going on these past 6 months and how much everything has changed since my last improvement season update that I believe it was 6 or 8 weeks after my last show of the season. So let's get into it. From my last update video, I was around 10 pounds over my last stage weight, and I don't like using like that as a reference number, but it's the only thing I can go by and kind of like let you know what's been going on and all of that. From my last stage weight, I gained 10 pounds. I was stable there. I was maintaining, feeling okay, but not my best. So I was like, you know what? I still need to feel 110%. I was still food focused at that weight. I was still very hungry, and my workout quality was good, but not great. So I was like, you know what? I need to give my body what it needs. So I went up a notch. I increased my calories just a tad bit more, and I actually have put on 8 more pounds, so that puts me at 18 pounds over stage weight, and I finally reached that point where I am really good, like really good. I feel good, I feel energized all the time. I'm not food focused, and I've actually had a few wins where I have gone out and ate out and not finished my food on the plate, and that for me was a good sign that my hunger signals are working properly again. Like I can actually stop when I'm full and satisfied and be like, that's it. Versus right after a competition, I could eat so much, clean out my plate, and still be hungry and go to bed hungry because my hunger signals were not great. I've been maintaining here, and I feel like last time I told you guys that I really wanted to shoot for 10 to 15 pounds over stage weight and kind of stay there. But you know, you kind of have to listen to your body, and even though we plan certain ways, not everything goes according to plan, and you kind of have to adjust as you go. That's why bodybuilding and shredding fat and all of that is so individual, person to person. I feel like a lot of people always want to know my macros and things like that, but guys, they change a lot based on how my body's responding and all of that. So I am constantly adjusting. I feel like I reach a really good place. I think I'm gonna do what they call now gaintaining, where I stay here at this calorie and macro range, continue to improve at the gym, and hopefully recomp at this weight. And not hopefully, it has actually been happening because my weight hasn't changed at all, but I have seen significant changes in my body. Notice is that my abs have been showing a little bit more, and they're always there. I'm fortunate enough to like not put on body fat in this region. I put it all in my booty and in my arms, but there was a point during these 6 months that I wasn't seeing my abs as defined as they once were, obviously because we're putting on more body fat, but lately I've been seeing them more often, and in the middle of the day, at nighttime, like they're out. And I'm so excited because this is a good sign of like body recomposition. I also feel my clothes fitting a little bit looser, they're not as tight, so another sign of body recomposition. My shoulders are starting to get capped again, which is really cool because that's a big sign of like not everything is the scale, because my weight hasn't changed at all. I'm still 18 pounds over stage weight, but my body's looking significantly different And it's really exciting because week to week, I'm really focusing on increasing my weights at the gym and really progressing really hard. I'm not taking this time lightly. I'm giving it my all, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on in terms of my physique and how I'm feeling mentally and all of that. And then the other thing that has been slightly different is with my training. So I switched out my training program just a little bit. I tweaked it to things that I really wanted to improve on. I tweaked it to focus on my glutes and my shoulders and my back width, so I can continue having that X-frame factor and work on those things. And I've been a little experimental with my training as well. 3 times a week, instead of doing cardio, I decided to do CrossFit with George because my husband George is really enjoying his CrossFit classes, and working out was a thing that we used to do together, but now he's doing that and I'm doing the bodybuilding thing, so we're kind of not seeing each other as much. So I was like, well, instead of me being on a treadmill doing 3 times cardio a week, let me take out my cardio and do the CrossFit, which has been a really nice change because I am not on a treadmill. CrossFit has been really fun. It's been challenging because I'm learning new skills, and it's fun. It's fun to be a little bit experimental during your off season. It's kind of like doing HIIT, but with weights, with a lot of people. It's a group environment. Everybody's pushing each other. It's really fun. So I'm still training 5 times a week, just doing CrossFit on rest days or days where I only do shoulders and biceps and triceps, days where I'm not doing a lot. Like if it's a leg day, I'm not doing CrossFit after that. There's no way. Kind of like what I've been doing with my training. And as far as food and calories and all that goes and tracking, I've been a little bit flexible with that, even more so than I was at the beginning of this journey. So I decided to still be calorie focused just because I want to make sure that I'm eating enough to continue maintaining the weight that I have and not lose, because I don't want to lose at this point. I also want to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on protein and keeping that relatively high. I did decide that lowering my protein just a little bit because I don't need as much as I do in a fat loss phase. So I lowered my protein from 140 to 120, and I think it's still in the good range for me and for my height and my weight and all of that. I moved those 20 grams of protein to carbohydrates. So now I have a little bit more carbs. My fats are around 50 to 60. Some days I have a little bit more. What I make sure to do is to always consistently hit my protein targets, and then fats and carbs, I kind of like see how my day is going. If I want to hit my fats the way they are, then I'll hit them. If I'm craving more fats a certain day, I'll have more fats and just decrease my carbs slightly, and vice versa. And then other days, if my hunger is through the roof, I'll listen to my body and I'll have what I want. I've been very in tune with my body and kind of like giving it what it needs during this time without going overboard, without eating like an ass. But it's really been a learning experience. I have been 110, completely in charge of this improvement season, all by myself, and I'm really proud of what I've been able to do and continue to do moving on forward. I will be back with Coach Paul. Don't think that I'm not gonna work with Coach Paul. I'm always going to work with Coach Paul. I don't know, I wanted to take charge during this time, as funny as that sounds, but I wanted to take charge of my improvement season and see what I was capable of. So I'm so far really proud. And speaking of Coach Paul, I actually got a chance to train with him and spend some time with him last week, and that was really fun. He was actually really happy with the way that I was looking, and we talked a little bit of strategy for next year. So initially we have thought about taking a whole year off from stage, 12 months, but now he's kind of encouraging me to consider taking a little bit more time off, possibly 13 to 15 months off. So we'll see when the time comes. I am not making any plans, but it's good to have concrete or at least somewhat of a vision going into next year, because I always am looking for that next goal, and my ultimate goal is to be on the Olympia stage, and that is no easy task. So I'm working my butt off literally and training really hard, eating so much, and just really enjoying this time off from the stage with my family, with my husband, and just saying yes to more things. It's been really fun and just such a much needed time. And I keep saying this, and I'll continue to say this: if you're a competitor and you're struggling with your post-show, just make sure to take that time off and make sure to push through those hard times and second guessing yourself, because time off from the stage is definitely needed if you want to improve. If you want to improve, you need to take time off. Can you make improvements while in a caloric deficit? Maybe, sure, some people can, but it'll take longer. It'll take a lot longer. And to build muscle, you need to be in a good hormone state. You need to be fueling your workouts with enough calories. You need to be crushing it at the gym and doing a progressive overload training program. Building muscle is harder than prep itself. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience, and it takes doing what a lot of girls are not willing to do, which is see that scale go up. And a lot of girls are afraid of that, myself included, at the end of this year. I'm so happy that I have pushed through it. I'm in a good state. So I am going to get now into some questions. I asked you guys, ask me some questions on my Instagram about improvement season, and I'll answer them right now. Do you still do cardio on the improvement season? And the answer to that is yes. So instead of doing regular treadmill, high incline walk, I am doing the CrossFit for now. Will you be sharing more recipes with high protein? Absolutely. That's all I share. I share high protein vegan recipes. So if you ever need some inspiration, you can go to my vlog, fitveganchef.com, where I have so many recipes there. You can also go on the playlist here on YouTube that it says Fit Vegan Recipes or High Protein Recipes. There's full day of eating playlists. There's so many. And on my Instagram, I also share a lot more recipes there too. There's highlights that say vegan recipes, that say pancake recipes. They're all over the interweb. So go check it out. What is the most important thing to focus on during improvement season? And that is very individual, person to person. You have to set goals that are just gonna make you continue achieving your personal goals. So for example, for me was have balance in my personal life, in my fitness life, everything, just overall balance. And I feel like I've reached that point. Another thing that I wanted to do was really push weight at the gym. I wanted to get really strong. My goals from being aesthetic to getting strong at the gym. And that has been a game changer for me. It really has helped me through this improvement season because I get excited to go to the gym and freaking crush it. Like, that's just what fuels me. I want to like beat myself the next time I go to the gym. I'm like always like, oh, I think I can do more. I think I can do more. And it's been really fun. So yeah, I say definitely set goals that are just going to continue keeping you on track in order to continue to improve your physique for the next time that you decide to prep. I'm trying to bulk, but a lot of the days I have zero appetite. How to make myself eat more? I can't relate. I don't have this problem. I wish I would. Hopefully, my hunger signals keep getting better and I have this problem soon. But my suggestion would be stop focusing on high volume foods if that's something that you do, and switch your focus to lower volume foods that are more high in calories that are gonna help you get those calories in without making you feel full. For example, if you tend to eat a big salad with some type of protein and a little bit of fat, try to incorporating some rice and reducing your salad volume just a little bit more. And rice will help you hit those targets for a little bit of volume. Does that make sense? Or you can also do smoothies. Smoothies is an easy way to pack a lot of calories in one sitting without making you feel full. I've literally made 8-ounce smoothies that have like 1,000 calories. If you put bananas, if you put dates, a scoop of protein batter, a tablespoon of peanut butter is super high in calorie. Like a tablespoon is a lot. So you can pack a lot of calories in a smoothie. So try that out. After your shows, how long until your hunger dies down and you feel normal? Normal, that's what they put. So I feel like this is gonna vary person to person, again, based on your competition history. How long did you diet down for? How long did you stay stage lean? how long have you been competing for without time off. All of that comes into place, and it's going to vary person to person. So in previous off seasons, I have noticed my hunger signals being good 3 months into my improvement season. This time around, I can honestly say it took me like 5 months to feel normal. Like this last month was the month that I was like, I feel like my old self. I feel like I am human. So it just depends on your background. It also, people that have histories of dieting down a lot, eating disorders, all of that has play into it. I, for example, never dieted down before starting competitions, so I feel like I recover pretty quickly compared to other people, but again, that's just based on a person. But my coach always says that he recommends people taking the same amount that they were in prep. He recommends them taking that same amount off from prep to make sure that your hormones are optimal, to make sure that you're not food focused, to make sure that you're giving your body that rest it needs to come back stronger than ever. When do you plan on rejoining the competition circuit? You're looking amazing, by the way. Thank you so much. I don't know. I mean, I have plans on starting competing at the end of next year for the 2021 circuit, but we'll see. I don't know. So that would mean that I would have to start prep either May or June of next year. And I need to have a serious talk with George before I start prep. I need to have a serious talk with Coach Paul before I start prep. And I need to have a serious talk with myself and see if I'm 110% ready to start a prep. I will not start a prep if I have any ifs, or if I don't have any desire to diet down, I won't start a prep. And if I'm having way too much fun building and enjoying my life, prep can wait. How do you keep your abs? Do you have a routine that you still do? So I don't train any abs because for my category, we want to make sure that our waistline is tiny. If I develop my abs too much, that's going to take away from that, and it's going to take away from that illusion. So when we go on stage, it's all an illusion. Like we're shredded to the bone, we have no body fat left, so our muscles are out and exposed, which makes us look bigger than what we actually are. If you see me in real life, you're gonna be like, oh, she's tiny. But under stage legs, I looked huge because it's all an illusion. So same thing goes for the core. If I'm overtraining my core and really working on my ab development, is not gonna be beneficial for me because it's just gonna widen me. It's gonna widen me, and I don't want that. I wanna keep that hourglass shape and that illusion for the stage. However, I do still do some planks and sometimes weighted ab exercises like the cable crunch because I love them and I don't want to get rid of them. But I don't do it as often as I once used to, which I used to do them 2 times per week. If you're not a physique competitor, I say, hey, train them as much as you want. Like, just have fun with your training. They are still showing through the improvement season because I haven't put on crazy amounts of weights. I've only put on 18 pounds, which I feel like 18 pounds is plenty for 6 months. For my category, we don't need to go on a full-on bulk. What I have is perfect for bikini. I'm just tweaking my physique. Hardest part mentally about the off-season weight gain. I feel, I'll be completely transparent here, guys. I feel for me, it wasn't so much of what I thought, but I felt like you guys put me in a pedestal when I'm like really lean, and the pressure to stay lean was a lot, you know, because you don't get all the positive feedback as you're gaining weight. I felt like people were gonna just think that, I don't know, it's stupid when I say it out loud, but I just felt like people were just gonna think that I was getting unfit or like letting myself go, when in reality, you're training harder than ever. And I think that was a hard thing for me, especially this year with so much attention around my prep and stuff, that I kind of felt the pressure to stay lean. But at the same time, I was like, you know, I have to do what's right for me. And if I want to be competitive next year, and if I want to like showcase a different physique and come back better and actually get first, you know, not just crack that top call out, but actually get first, I needed time off and I needed time to build, and I needed to like absolutely embrace my building phase. And I'm liking it so much so that I might agree with Coach Paul and push my competition season a little bit further out because I'm enjoying this time and I'm really loving everything about it. So yeah, if you are struggling through it, just again, keep pushing through it. You got this. I promise it gets better and your body will love you back. All right, guys, so that's all the time that I have. Thank you so much for submitting all your questions. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section down below. And next week's video is gonna be very exciting. I am doing a grocery haul and a meal prep. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be 2 back-to-back videos next weekend. So make sure to hit on the notification bell if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss out. And then I wanted to ask you a little thing. I am considering doing a Vlogmas. So if you guys don't know what Vlogmas is, that means that us YouTubers, oh my God, us YouTubers, do 25 videos for 25 days leading up to Christmas. I cannot commit to 25 videos, but I'm considering doing maybe 10 to 12 videos and releasing them every 3rd day or something like that. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. I really have some amazing ideas for content. I'm excited. I've been on YouTube for like 2.5 years and I never done Vlogmas, but I always enjoy watching other YouTubers do it. So let me know if you guys want me to do it. I'll do it. And what ideas for videos? You guys always save me for ideas for videos. I read every single comment. Even if I can't get through all of them, I read every single comment. So if you give me ideas, I'm writing them down. So yeah, as always, I'm so grateful for you guys for watching this video, for being super supportive. Like the video if you enjoy my improvement season update, if you're excited for next week's video, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.